What's up guys, I'm back with a new video already. I'm on that recording spree. I'm going to go with vocational, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry, but you have to have a job to do this vignette. Well, shit. You're let's see. You're sitting in the school library, bored to death. It's a warm spring day and the sun is streaming through the windows, lighting up a square area on the desk in front of you. You're wishing for a distraction to take you away from the research project you are supposed to be doing. Suddenly, a terrific looking girl in a red miniskirt and a t-shirt sits in the study area directly across from you. She crosses her legs under her, settles in her seat, and begins to work. You can smell her perfume from where you're sitting. Going to continue. This sounds interesting. Trying to look intelligent as possible, you start writing furiously, hoping to attract her attention. Her eyes remained glued to her own work. Still going to continue. You ask her if she knows what time it is. Oh shit. That didn't work out. You are still new to high school. An upperclassman offers to sell you a discount pass to the school swimming pool for only 50 cents. He claims proceeds will go to charity. Do you buy the tickets? Well, it's because for charity. Your school doesn't have a swimming pool. The charity he's collecting for himself. 50 cents. Doesn't matter. I'm going to do a lot of this right now because I need a job. You've forgotten your locker combination. Bang it over. That wouldn't be too hard. But I'm going to be smart. You search the nooks and crannies for Max, the school custodian. You finally locate him in a cranny. He mutters that opening lockers for forgetful students is not on his job description, but helps you anyway. Well, thank you, you passive-aggressive son of a bitch. A little while later, an all-girls school has asked for one member of your class to be a guest exchange student there for a month. Just think, one whole month in a school that is nothing but wall-to-wall girls. Gym class will never be better. Students are reviewed for consideration. The principal has your name in front of him. You have the right intellectual capabilities, social, you are sophisticated enough. Finally, your emotional spirit shows you can control your impulses. Congratulations, you're going. Great. Sure. Mr. I'm not going to pronounce his name, your English literature teacher, is getting on in years. Everyone knows that she is a bit hard of hearing. Whenever she gives a test, people can whisper to one another without the slightest chance of being heard. On today's test, everyone seems to be cheating. There are two answers that you don't know. Will you? Do your own work. I've never cheated in a test and I will never do it. Because you didn't cheat, you got those two questions wrong, and your grade is lower. The people who did cheat think you were foolish. Nah. Go on a date with my present partner again. While having a soda at Anne's house, the phone rings. She picks it up and looks around the room. Nervously, she walks out of the room with the phone, and you think you can hear her say, I told you not to call me at home. She puts the phone back down and proceeds as if the phone never rang. You casually ask her who it was. Her voice cracks as she says no one. Her eyes dart around the room. How do you feel about this? Suspicious. Will you keep pressing her information until she finally tells you who was calling? No, I think it's a bit personal. She never mentions it again. See? Not a problem. What is this? Risks. I'm going to go for risks for now. You're at the first rocket concert with friends. Sounds fun. Drugs. Midway through the concert, someone passes you a joint and tells you it's okay to take some. And no, thank you. A little while later, you and your friends are in the living room listening to the albums when your mother comes breezing through the door. As you greet her, she begins straightening out your hair. You can hear your friends snickering under their breath. Because your family relations are good, you tolerate embarrassment well, being careful not to hurt her feelings. Great. I have long hair, and it's always back or I have a hat on, so that's not a problem usually. I want work. Yes. Apply for a job. For what kind of job would you like to apply? Cook in a fast food store, clerk in a drugstore. Oh yeah, drugstore. Ticket taker in the movie theater, trucks helper for moving firm assistant in the law. This is probably going to pay the most. I'm sorry, but you don't have the qualifications necessary for performing this job. Try again after you've had a little bit more life experience. Well, damn. Going to try again. Yeah. Doesn't take a lot of energy, so I'm probably going to do that. Well then. Going to go for that. Mr. Harvey is a school guidance counselor who is kind and helpful to all the students. After 30 years of faithful service to the school, he's leaving. Your teacher requests a donation for a present. Will you contribute? If he is a nice teacher, I will. How generous. How much will you donate? $1. Much appreciated. I believe that here is where my money is. Yeah. Total spending per turn. 11, wow. Going to do that. Oh yeah. I forgot. Risk. In an attempt to win the heart of your latest love, you decide to write her a poem that will melt her very soul. You labor for hours and then reveal to her the products of your endeavor. Ahem. Is this Anne or is it some random girl? The ocean whispers softly. If I'm going to stop now, it will look really, really dumb. Let me tell you something, the ocean whispers softly. Bye. Nah, that's not good. Of bringing you so near. I'd love to pick some flowers. Yep, this is going the wrong way. And place them in your chestnut hair. A bit corny, but she loves it. You romantic fool. Well, genius. I write poems, but not that shit. One date and I spent the afternoon with her parents, visiting friends of the family. When you see Anne, she can't stop talking about John, their son. When Anne and John were younger, everyone joked about how nice it would be if they married when they got older. Isn't that cute? Anyway, Anne goes on to tell you that John grew up to be an absolute hunk with the cutest set of dimples on his cheek. After she finishes her detailed description, she squeals. He looked just like one of those calendar models. I could have died. How do you feel about this? I hope it's friends. The son of a friend. Because if it's the son of family, that's wrong. A bit threatened, but I don't really care. Ow. That's understandable, but from what I understand, she's a trustworthy person. She's just expressing that he's attractive, and that's probably all. Hurrah. A little while later. It's summer vacation. It is. Because you have excellent social skills, you will have an exciting summer with your friends, traveling, romancing, and probably getting into a bit of trouble.
Time is 16:30.
Time is 16:30. I really need to put that off. Can I apply for a job now? Cook in a food store. Congratulations, you start work immediately. So now I can do this. In your own opinion, you have been doing a good job. Your boss, however, constantly complains about the piteous things. He never tells you when you've done a good job. When you do something wrong, he really lets you have it. Even when you foul up on something easily correctable. To make matters worse, most of the mistakes you make are his fault. Now he has called you into his office for a discussion. This usually means that you are going to get yelled at for something. Unbothered, listen quietly. You must be trying to tune your boss out. He sees you are doing this and becomes infuriated. You're fired. How the fuck? What did I do wrong? But then, go to try it another time. Work in a drugstore? Probably not going to happen. Nope. I really need a job. How much is my income? Oh damn. There's a lot of income. You're starving and the cafeteria line seems to be moving very slowly. Today's menu includes meatballs, bread balls, cardboard, pizza, and chicken. Mystery of an unknown meat pieces. About the only thing edible seems to be the French fries and white powdered donuts. You take a portion of the fries, but by the time you get to the cash register, you've already finished them. You can pay for the fries. It's a good thing you didn't try to sneak through. Maybe the cafeteria lady can smell French fry breath from 200 yards away. Well then, I'm going to go for some risks. You're shopping in the men's clothing store. A pretty girl keeps looking over at you, whispering to her friend and smiling. I need to continue this. You walk over to her, swaggering slightly, and introduce yourself. She eyes you up and down, stopping at all the strategic points along the way that can be taken out of context. She knows that you are a sharp dresser. She mentions that she needs to buy a present for someone just about your size, and she wonders whether you would consider to try a pair of pants so she can make a decision. Sure. Reluctantly, you try on the pants. She probably has a boyfriend. No, she doesn't. Only an older brother who is having a birthday next week. You make a date with her for Friday night. A little while later, on the back of a cereal box, you see a contest. To name the cartoon character that represents the cereal. You enter and you don't win, but you get a free crunchy marshmallow Cheerios decoder ring for trying. Well, more shit to occupy my room. You notice someone stealing an extremely large amount of valuable property from work. Time to stop. He says, mind your own goddamn business, and sneers at you. You can tell the boss. The boss asks you if you can prove what you are saying. Since you have no patience or direct evidence, he tells you there's nothing I can do. This is one of those times when you think the whole world is completely insane. Sometimes it's just about this. I'm going to go steady after 3 dates. You went and make a handsome couple. Hurrah! Your home economics teacher, Miss Eschbach, is upset because no one seems to be paying any attention to her. Most of the students in class are going completely berserk. Matt just made a dough bomb and hurled it across the room. Larry stole a frog from the science class and covered it with melted chocolate. You were behaving yourself relatively mildly, but you just laughed hard at the fact that Jimmy spilled some flour on the front of Janet's shirt, then tried to brush it off. All of a sudden, Miss Ekpak singles you out and sends you to the principal office. What the fuck did I do? You're on your way to the office when it occurs to you that no one else will know if you just walk around the hallway for a little while, hang around in the bathroom and walk out. Yep. You're spotted by Mr. Murray, who asks you what you're doing on the house. You tell him that you're on the way to the bathroom. Later on, in the teacher's lounge, Miss Ekpak mentions the rough day she's having to Mr. Murray, and your name comes up in the conversation. You got nailed. What the fuck? A little while later, there's a very big party happening at the house of a close friend. His parents have hired a local rock group to perform. The party will last until past your usual curfew time, so you would like your parents to make an exception and extend it for this one night. Because you've worked hard in the past to get along with members of your family, they extended your curfew gladly. Have a nice time. Curfew's like chores do in the house, right? I don't know what it is. Nonsense. Okay, continue. Start the game over again. Oh damn. That's a lot, I think. Why is my intellectual so low? I need to do some more intellectual. All of your friends are skipping class and they want you to come along too. Disinterested. Go to the... Although I'm interested, but I want to go to class because my intellectual is low. Damn it. Come on, click it, goddammit. You spent a boring day in class thinking about what your friends are probably doing. Do your schoolwork. You are very studious and very lucky as well. After school, gorgeous Betty Frederickson asks you to tutor her in math. Looked like it was worth studying or studying around after all. Great. Become engaged. Even though your mother knows that you're currently dating someone, she candidly asks you if you have ever considered dating her friend's daughter Gina. What do you think of this suggestion? Yeah. A very sensitive response. Are you always like this? Yep. Oh, he must be really very healthy. I don't get the correlation to having a sensitive response and being healthy. But sure. You and Anne had just a nice romantic date. You've treated her well all evening. Movies, a bit to eat, the works. Now you're feeling very romantic, but for some strange reason, Anne only wants to engage in an idle chit-chat. Every time you try to kiss her, she turns her face away and says, "Let's just talk. How do you feel?" Fine, and Anne says, "Then please stop chit-chatting with your hand on my leg." Okay. A little while later, your family decides to take a trip across the country for this summer. Because you have good family relationship, you have a wonderful time. Intellectual spirit rises dramatically as you learn about the country. In Wyoming, you meet a beautiful girl who teaches you about life in general. Let's see. His leg shows up again, raw. And I think I have enough money. Take a risk. Take a chance, take a chance. You're driving on a deserted road when you begin to wonder just how fast the car will go. I don't have very good. I don't think that's a very good thing to continue on that. It's a hot summer night and your friends are drinking beer in the park down the street. One of them suggests a beer guzzling contest. No. A little while later, you're walking home from the library late at night when all of a sudden you're ambushed by 3 older kids. They turn you upside down and empty your pockets. Then they punch you for no reason. You're fairly good in physical condition, so you quickly recover from the incident. I don't think anyone can manage that to me. I really don't. And the main reason is because I always am armed. Not with a gun, but with a kobutan. That's like a stick, but on either ends, or both ends, it's round, so you can, when you have it in your hand and you punch someone with the stick, you can hit muscles very easily, so they become paralyzed. And it's really fun to use. Physical. You're hanging around at your friend's house. There's nobody home but you and he. Your friend goes into his parents' room and emerges with a small yellow box. He opens the box and shows you his father's gun, a chrome revolver. I like guns. I like guns. I like weapons. Most people without training can't remain this calm in the presence of a loaded gun. Perhaps you are not taking the potential of danger of this situation seriously though enough. Great. It's really warm. Really, really, really hot. There's a new guy in school. His name is Chet Clark. Clark. He's built like a linebacker and has handsome, rugged good looks. 2 weeks after he arrives at school, he has made every major sports team. A friend informs you that yesterday Chet asked Anne for a date. How do you feel about this? Well, I'm kind of angry that he would do something like that. On whom are you going to take out your anger? Yep. What are you going to do? Yeah. Although, yeah, low life. How was he supposed to know she's your girlfriend? Besides, even if you are going to study with her, it wouldn't be Chet's fault if she cheated on you. She has a mind of her own. Yeah, I kind of don't care. It's a game. I'm going to quit my current job and go and try to go ticket turner for the movie theater. Nope. Denied. Well, I'm going to apply for the job and then I'm going to end the episode. Congratulations, start work immediately. Well, goodbye guys.